It's yours. Jurassic Park. It's your job to make it work. Just build the park and populate it with dinosaurs. Lots of dinosaurs. This will be the greatest theme park in the history of the world. Your job is to keep the park gates open. Prove to InGen that the park is viable and safe.
Code Red, this is Park Control. Raptor breakout in Sector 32. Code Red. Copy that, Control. I'm reading 6 visitors in Sector 32. Okay, let's repair that breach.
Oh, yes. You have a T-Rex. Don't forget, he's a hunter. Design it, build it, breed dinosaurs. It's yours. Jurassic Park.
So yeah, what a great game. Haven't played this game in years.
Hello, my name is John Hammond, and I am in charge of InGen, the company that you now work for. Your job is quite simple, really. Build a park, create dinosaurs, and entertain people. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on you as well. We'll watch your park rating and give you feedback on your performance. But in the end, the success or failure of Jurassic Park, it's all up to you.
Sounds great. Can't really build your island other than the options that are here, but at least they give you those options. I don't know why we really have mountains if we can't do something with the mountains. It doesn't really add to making money, getting popular. That's what the thing about these build games is they should make everything that you're going to do, like the mountains and the grass, the water, useful. Well, the trees, at least in water, is useful in this game, but not the mountains. Also, you want plenty of land so you can build up really big. But this game has a lot of things that I love, only a few dislikable things. One, the crashing, which is pretty rare. And two, I don't like the fact you have to hit escape. Instead, I wish you could right click all the time, but you can't. You can see right away that I'm using the map view. I like the view, it's very high up. Makes it very nice to move around and see everything. So I don't have very many complaints with this game. One thing I've noticed is the game gets pretty boring if you play through it just enough, because there isn't anything really new after that. And you'll notice I build pretty much kind of like Dino Park Tycoon, which I really kind of compared to this because I played Dino Park Tycoon when I was younger. And you can't breed in this game. Dino Park Tycoon you can, and that was kind of really cool. I kind of wish you could in here. Have those different T-Rexes and have them breed, but I'm placing some trees down, make the herbivores like the cage that they're going to be in. That's the only thing I can do really for them. The water's there so they can drink it. They do have to drink water. You do have to place food down for them. I usually place it down near the end of the fence so that when the dinosaurs come out to eat, the customers, in this case,
Sure.
can see the dinosaurs. It's kind of cool how they have the hatchery there. I do like the fossil hunting's pretty cool. For Dino Park Tycoon, you have to go into a store, and they have some pretty cool stuff for an old. It's an old game, so, but it's pretty cool for the fossil hunting in this game. You actually go out with your team looking. You hire a team to go out and look at certain areas and get DNA. And so, as far as
Ladies and gentlemen,
what you can do in here, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this game.
Jurassic Park.
I don't mean overwhelming like Stronghold. Now, see right here, you can see I'm zooming in to see what kind of digging grounds I can go for. And then we have different types of dinosaurs that I can find. A little bit later in the game, I can unlock those digging grounds and get stuff like the T-Rex and Raptor, which I do get. Gotta have them in the video, right? So, I'm gonna have them there. I'm gonna upgrade the cash machines first so that people can get money, and I'm looking to see what the weather is.
Good to see you.
Great. So that we're gonna get the cash machines, because you know, if they can get more money out of their pockets, then I'm gonna make more money. So I figure let's do that.
What should we do about this?
And here's where the fossil market is. You can purchase fossils and extract them to get DNA. The DNA is what you need to build the dinosaurs. There's quite a bit of different dinosaurs. I think there is the bigger one than the T-Rex. I don't remember the name because I don't care. T-Rex is the coolest looking one for me. Now I'm placing down benches, trash cans, kind of trying to keep the park a little bit cleaner. Trying my best. Not really.
Welcome back.
So you can go to the market, or you can have your fossil teams look for fossils. And here's a summary of the dinosaurs that I have, and the DNA. More of the DNA you have, the longer the dinosaurs can survive. I think the lowest is like 3 months. And then the highest can go up to 5 years, something like that. Dinosaurs do get diseases, and they do have to be vaccinated. So it's kind of really cool. They add a lot more content than you can with Dino Park Tycoon. So this game, I would preferably definitely go over Dino Park Tycoon. However, Dino Park Tycoon is a really old game. It was a game that I grew up playing, and this one, just a couple years ago, got. So we do have security. We have cameras, mounted sentry guns, and you can control the sentry guns. You can look through the cameras. We also can upgrade the fences. Here I am looking through one of the viewing cage attachments. I don't know exactly what it's called, but you can make like a balloon building that where the people can purchase to go on a balloon ride, and I take pictures through the balloon ride so that later on, when you get entered in a little competition, you get your money back. It's pretty cool how they give you money for taking pictures of your dinosaurs.
Welcome.
Let's see, those are locked. I'm buying extra teams. One thing I noticed about this game is it's very easy, very simple. That's good and bad. Good being, it's not like you can make very many mistakes. You really can't make that much of a mistake in this game. Let's see. As far as easy, you get money either through the park or through selling fossils. You make quite a bit off selling fossils. So you'll notice that I buy a lot of teams, and I have them go look for fossils, dig it up. Sometimes you find treasure and so forth, but you make a lot of money that way. Not really through the park. So Dino Park Tycoon is really about making the money through the park, and in this game you make the money, a lot of the money, through fossil digging. Also, there's no auction like the park does. Dino Park Tycoon has. You can see we have a cleaning station there, and you can hire some employees.
Message from Dr. Grant.
And so here's some of the fossil stuff that I'm picking up, and I'm deciding, well, I'm going to sell some of it, make quite a bit of money, use that to fix up the park. I mean, you got to make your customers happy. So you can really choose what you're going to do. There's a lot of different options you can come up with, different upgrades. The one thing that takes a long time is the fossil digging. I don't see a fast forward button. I don't believe there is one. I go through the controls and I couldn't find it. I looked through the book part and I didn't see it there either. So I don't think you can fast forward, so it does take a little time. So you're more towards the end of the video, I will just fast forward to the cool stuff, which is you know, the T-Rex and the the raptors, I'm just gonna say. Have a hard time saying it. Velociraptor. Velociraptor. Something like that, yeah. So we do have the places where they can eat, change the food types, the price, you can add bathrooms, rest areas. We even actually have a safari that I don't show in this video, but I could show some other time. It's pretty cool. You get to go in a safari vehicle and you can check out the dinosaurs. You just have it go through the cage that you have set up here. Now, like I said, you could set up your cage any way that you want to, or your fences, excuse me. Just make it easier. You can set up the fences any way you want to. I just usually do a pretty small fence. It makes it easier to start out. Just have a really big fence. Sometimes the people that are in your park cannot see the dinosaurs, and that can be really bad. You don't want them leaving. You want them staying and making more money. There are disasters that happen in this game. This game is kind of similar to Sim City, somewhat. The reason I also say that is because when you first launch the game, it starts off with the DOS window, and it says Sim JP. So yeah, Sim Jurassic Park. And if I hold spacebar, you can see the people's names, things that they say. This is really just a very outgoing, fun game. It gets boring once you do everything because there's not much more that you can do. I kind of wish that there was more challenging things, like within a certain amount of months or days that you have to have a certain amount of stars, a certain amount of people coming into your park. I was going to say business, but it's better to say park.
Message from the park warden's office. Hi there.
So you can see there's a lot of options here. I can see a lot of the stats. So this game gets boring after you do everything. Starting off, it's very fun, but like I said, it's pretty easy. There's not really that many objectives or anything that... There's not a real objective other than just to mess around to your park. It's got that sandbox mode, and that's what it just feels like throughout the game.
Message from Dr. Grant.
It just doesn't feel like there's a lot of challenge in it, and
Message from Dr. Grant.
I get bored of games that really don't have a challenge, and that's what happens with this game. Years ago, when I got as far as I did, that's it. Don't play it no more, because it gets boring. It doesn't have that replay factor. I'm not going to try and get as many people coming into my park as fast as I can, or try to research something faster. It's just not there. There's no competition for it. But this is one of those laid-back games. You can just play whenever you want to, as long as you want to, and just do whatever. that it allows you to. Pretty much since it's an island, you can't go far out after that. All that water's gonna stop you. So now I have
Message from the park administrator.
I have the carnivores over here and the herbivores on the other side. And you can connect them. The dinosaurs do have a profile that will say what they like to hunt and eat, which is other dinosaurs sometimes. Other times it will just say trees, blah, it depends what kind of dinosaur. There's many different types of dinosaurs in this game. I do like the fact they give a lot of different types, so you don't just want one. So we can go Velociraptors, T-Rexes, we've got Stegosauruses, all these weird names, Ankylosauruses.
What should we do about this?
But overall, this is a very good game. Like I said, the only thing that leaves it afterwards is that it gets boring. It doesn't have the replay value. It's got great graphics. It's very smooth, very well to play. You just good if you do own this game, or you just get the chance to get it. It doesn't leave you, oh, I wish I hadn't played that game feeling. It leaves you that I wish I had gotten this a little bit sooner to play it. Just because it has that fun for the weekend.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce the newest addition
I like the
to our
sounds
park,
in it. It's great.
the fearsome Cretaceous carnivore, Albertosaurus. Please enjoy.
Hey! Good choice.
And you can see here I'm hiring staff. Like I said, it's just got that SimCity kind of feel to it. But it's Jurassic Park and you get those dinosaurs. I just wish there was a little bit more buildings and that replay value. But we'll start talking about the new Jurassic Park coming out, because I think it's a pile of shit.
Welcome.
People don't like to always hear me cuss probably, but that is even a cuss word. Graphic wise, from what I can tell on YouTube, when you zoom up on these dinosaurs, they kind of look the same as the new game coming out, Jurassic Park the game 2011. And I really have a big beef issue with it, because Jurassic Park was one of those games that it's what I grew up with is what I'm trying to say. It's what I grew up with. It's what I went to watch. I enjoyed the movie. It has a little bit of a scare factor to it when I was a little kid, and the game that's coming up does not look like that. It doesn't make me feel happy about it. I'm not happy with what they did. Back to the Future, I didn't even know that game existed.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Kind of just want to play Back to the Future because just
Urgent
because
message
there
from
isn't
John
much
Hammond.
of Back to the Future. But Jurassic Park, there's quite a bit of old games. There's quite a bit of movies.
Message
I
from the
believe
park
there's even a new
warden's
movie
office.
coming out for Jurassic Park. But what
Message
makes me
from
mad
Dr.
is the playing style for it is so easy. It's not going to really work for PS3 and Xbox, because majority of those people, they're not playing those really jinky games. So unless they're not really want to market those kinds of people, it's just going to be a failure game. I mean, I don't like it whatsoever. I can tell right off the bat it's not my type of tea. Never will be for Jurassic Park. It just isn't. Maybe it'll work for something else, but not Jurassic Park.
I think we need to discuss your performance.
Sure hope my performance is good.
What should we do here?
So like I said, this game is easy. It's not difficult, but that can be good and bad, like I said earlier. Good being, it's hard to make that mistake, and you can do whatever you can do. Pretty much a lot of different strategies starting out. But I usually stick with the main one, or just get the fossil teams and sell the fossils. Here I am flying the helicopter, and overall you can just see the graphics are pretty good for this game. Here's some of the other options you have with the helicopter, stuff like rescuing somebody. But the way you can move around, it's got all the movement, the rotation, the zoom in. I like that it has all the keys there for that. Now there's not really that many effects with shooting, but I mean they do give you that extra content of being able to do it. I like to be able to do certain things, and they give that to you here.
What should we do here? No problem.
So just like you can see here,
How can I help?
I'm zooming in, showing the different types of dinosaurs. I mean, it's just a simplistic game. It's not complex, and that's what makes this game really work. Is the graphics. It's not complex. It's got quite a bit of content for building. And who doesn't like to mess with dinosaurs? Particularly me, I like the T-Rex and the Raptor kind of stuff. Now there is a rage mode with the dinosaurs too. The T-Rex and Raptors can get pretty aggressive. It's all for the
I thought you might like some input here.
I always forget the name every once in a while. The carnivore stuff.
Hello.
Carnivore animals. Dinos.
Thinking of family and friends back home? Why not purchase some official Jurassic Park souvenirs to really make them jealous?
Yeah, I like how you can change the stuff that you sell, the products, and the prices. I already kind of talked about that. That makes this game a little bit more interesting when you buy those things.
Absolutely.
Message from Dr. Grant.
But I wish the dinosaurs would be a little bit more aggressive, such like the T-Rex. I mean, when I open up the cage later on, the fence, take the fence down, the T-Rex doesn't really charge after any of the people in the park, and that kind of disappoints me a little bit. But I have to remember that this game's mostly going to be in a closure for the dinosaurs, so they won't be really escaping that much. They can escape, and it's not a real problem. Kind of makes me wonder, you know, if I could set a difficulty hard or something, and the dinosaurs escape more often or something. So here's the views. With the view intents, domes, and so forth, you can change the type that it is, like a thrill seeker or a playpen as an example. And that would be if you have like the carnivores and the herbivores.
I'd like your thoughts on this.
You can change those, and you get a certain percentage. The higher it is, that means you're doing a good job with the viewing building, whatever type it is. But the viewing building, as it gets higher, more often people go there because it has a higher rating, so you make more money at that location. I mean, they just kind of really added stuff more and more, and you can get all the info. There's even a dino book inside this game that you can get the info about the dinos, what they like to eat, so you can build the T-Rex with his favorite menu, and people can watch him eat those, so you get all excited. game does move on. It doesn't really pause. There are a couple things you can do to make it pause by clicking on certain things, but overall the game just moves along, and I like that, hearing the sound in the background. Dinosaurs are really cool looking. The way they move, it's just, they did a really nice job. That's pretty much what I just need to say. See, it's meal time. You even hear the flies. I mean, they a lot of them lots. The water looks nice. You can tell the fences work. If you look real close, there's the lights. At one time there'll be a storm and lightning will hit. And they give you all the specific details about the dinosaur. They don't overfill the screen. The layout's really nicely done. So whoever really designed this did a good job. I just would have liked to see if there was some kind of replay value or competition-wise, a challenge or something for this game. That's the only things I could see that would have made it better, because it's already, in my opinion, a really good game, good fun game. They just needed to add a few things in there and would have made it way more interesting, and would have made it a very good top seller, a must-have game for the most part. Because I like those games that feel like they're must-have. They have so unique. They're pretty close to flawless. That's what I like.
It's coming together.
Now, at the beginning of the intro, you could see a hand that picks up the dinosaurs and puts it down. And when you build things, that's kind of the concept, but you don't see the hand. It would be kind of nice if it was more like a it showed people going and building it, like a construction, just because you wouldn't feel completely like you're godlike. You would be more like, well, I'm a manager and I decide this is what I'm going to do, and it gets built.
Message from Dr.
Could have kind of changed towards that way, but this way feels just pretty close, is just as good. Maybe they wanted to save that memory for a reason. Graphics make it easier. Don't have to have that animation for that. So now that I've unlocked a site, I can check and see what I want to have. And I'm just going to look for like Velociraptors or T-Rexes. The Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, you can see a lot of different dinosaurs right here. There's Site A, Site B. Just kind of letting you know. I like when games they give you that information that you need. And in some cases, like the right click does do what I want it to. Some cases it doesn't deselect, which it should. And I kind of already stated that as one thing that they should have done.
What would you recommend in this situation?
Overall, there's not really any negatives that I can put on this game. And so there's not really anything else I can talk smack about it. I can talk smack about the new Jurassic Park coming out. And that's pretty much there. I do have a video for that, and I wish people would state their opinion instead, just put likes and dislikes. Kind of want to hear it out, not just really, oh, I have this many likes or dislikes.
No problem. You might want to have a look at this.
So the weather seems like it's going to be coming up, but you can see there you have the attractions, dinosaurs, security, rangers, vaccines, and you can set the rangers to do stuff like reviving dinosaurs when they collapse, putting them to sleep, not permanently, but I mean down so that they can be vaccinated and so forth.
Message from Dr. Wu.
There's different dinosaur upgrades right here. that, like the vaccinations, when the dinosaurs are born from the egg station, they'll already be vaccinated. So I mean, the stuff that they thought of, they really thought about it before leaving it out of this game. They put it in there, which is why this game is really good. Things come together. It's got more of a common sense that when I play video games, I can see that they're missing this, missing that, where's this, where's that. This game pulls it together very well. You see Happy, you see Jurassic Park on the people's faces down there in the park.
From Dr. Grant.
It just comes together very well.
I thought you might like some input. Yes.
Message from Dr. Grant.
But a lot of these games now are starting to notice that multiplayer is important to have. And if I was going to play this game multiplayer-wise, I would kind of hope for maybe some type of leaderboard. That's usually not as much fun as a versus mode. You could see the neighboring islands, the people that they have as population, maybe their money amount, and a rush to see who can get to however much money, or dinosaur types, or people in their park. Stuff like that would have been really interesting for multiplayer in this. Something to look to maybe in the future, if there was another game similar to this. And then with some replay value, we would have just an over-the-top game. You can't really beat it for sim-like. With the Jurassic Park, those dinosaurs are just so freaking cool. And you put them up and build them, watch them. It just feels more like an epic movie when you get to hear them scream those roars and so forth. So see here, like I'm holding the space bar key, and you can see a lot of information about what's going on the screen, things that are happy, upset. You can look and see why. See at the top right, you have all those details that you need. If they're happy, injured, sick, it will tell you when they're sick. You can see the way this park that I built it again is just like Dino Park Tycoon. I keep getting them almost confused. But you can build this up any way you want to. If you had a mountain, you can build around it. Build your cage fences in a big circular place, and then you can build the paths around it and have a safari tour that goes in the middle of it. You can come up with whatever you kind of want to. There's not any underground stuff other than the domes. So it doesn't have like that plumbing and stuff like that that SimCity does.
Things are good. Great.
So we can declare an emergency. There is a building that the people will run into. That's really cool. If we get overran with dinosaurs attacking or something. This game would be pretty off the top if you could run around and shoot in it too. But I think that's asking too much. Preferably, I would still probably do something with the multiplayer that would be challenging and fun. And maybe some way for the single player to speed up the speed. I just can't stand it. It's so slow.
Great to see you again.
But, I mean, it's a game to leave me relaxing while I'm playing. It's not so stressful. Like zombies, when I'm playing Black Ops Zombies, I get stressed out because I'm trying my hardest not to die round for round. And in this game, you just don't have a time limit really, so you're just sitting back and playing the way you want to. Maybe that's the feel they were going for, and if they did, I mean, this is perfect for that.
Yes.
So yes, pretty soon we're going to have a T-Rex and Velociraptor.
What would you like us to do?
So as you can see, I didn't have to really make any power plants or anything like that in SimCity. You just make the fence. It doesn't connect to anything. Like I said, they kept it very simple. There's not a lot of complex things to play this game, and that's kind of what gamers do need, is simplicity. If you go too complex, it loses them. It makes it hard to play the game, and it can frustrate them. You see here, I can select on the dinosaur. I can zoom in pretty well. Graphics really good.
You should contact us if you have the
I do like the mail, how it can take you to where you need to go. If a dinosaur dies or something's done, use the go to button. So I was a little, like I said, a little disappointed that you couldn't breed dinosaurs. That would have been really cool to sell them off. It doesn't have that, like I said, the auction that Dino Park Tycoon has, and that was kind of really cool. I think if they had that, they would be really copying them, so that's probably why they missed going towards it. But having the breeding would have been pretty cool. Hey, you can make a little dinosaur, you know.
Can you look after this while I get a soda?
Great to see you again.
Message from Dr. Grant.
You can hear there's a lot of repetitive
Urgent message from John Hammond.
sound, basically when the people talk to you. Message from Dr. Grant. Message from Dr. Grant. But that stuff doesn't really bother me in this game.
Absolutely.
It's just like Quake 4, I think they put hundreds of different sound effects for certain things, or maybe it's dialogue. Sometimes you play the game and, well, there's so much you never go through all of it. I would probably work on something like the graphics before I do something like that. So much different sounds.
Okay.
And even though it doesn't have that cool effects I was talking about with the helicopters where you can shoot, the sentry guns doesn't have the cool effects of the machine gun shooting like some games do. It's just, what surprises me is this is a game that went ahead and tried to do those things. They didn't leave much out. They wanted to give players the ability to do things in a game that you just can't do in other games. And I really like that they did that.
How can I help?
Makes this game very
I thought you might like some input here.
very much, you want to spend that time to look around, do what you can. You're trying to find out more stuff you don't know. So I'm spending time looking at the domes and seeing, like the balloon, I didn't even know you could take pictures that would be entered into a magazine contest and win, and then you get $5,000. That shocked me. That was a really cool idea, whoever came up with that. So it kind of gives you that sense of, well, I need to stop building so much and go take pictures, get some money that way. You don't have to worry so much about setting the prices in your park because it's just easy. There is no meter for people being upset or happy, as far as they just leave the park. But you get them back easily. They come back. And so it might take a little bit of time, but it's not something where it takes an extremely long time and you get losing money and so forth, where they take your money, as an example, for a fee. But here I have fast forward, and we've got the T-Rex coming out and the Velociraptor. So it'll be a little bit quiet to give the sound effects of these dinosaurs, because I want you to hear it. see what it sounds like.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to announce the arrival of our latest attraction, Velociraptor. Don't let their size fool you. These raptors are destined to be one of our most entertaining exhibits. Please enjoy these dinosaurs, safe in the knowledge that visitor safety is our top priority.
See, as you can see, it's very cool. Just knocked him over like nothing.
Message from Dr. Sackler.
I didn't even finish eating the other dude.
What would you
But at least I get these messages of those dinosaurs being dead, so I can remake them.
What's your plan?
And dinosaurs can die from natural causes.
Message from Dr. Sackler. Message from Dr. Green.
You hear him demonstrate when I take the fence out. The dinosaur doesn't like wildly run through the park, which I think it kind of should. T-Rex should run out there and rampage, you know, kill all those people. But I don't actually get any fatalities from the raptors or any of the dinosaurs. The T-Rex doesn't even create a fatality. I had a Twister earlier, Twister Tornado. Created, I think it was 12 fatalities. Picked up some of the people and blew them off. But you can see here, the people do get upset and run and freak out. Even the cleaners. That's really cool. That was at least thought out pretty well. But I wanted to see the dinosaurs kind of like attack. So you have to make them go into rampage. But it's not. I don't think it's too simple to do that. Like I said, this game is a lot easier than I expected. So getting him to go into rampage, I'd have to lock him up, not feed him, and so forth. Or maybe when a storm comes. Sometimes they get pissed off when a storm comes, just because they don't have anywhere to go. It's not like they have a cave or anything. No shelter is what I was trying to say. So I kind of wish that he would just run after her and eat her right there. I never really tried fencing in towards the water. I'm sure somebody can try that and see how that is. The T-Rex does look like it can't go out into the ocean. So maybe you could fence around the island in a certain way.
Message from Dr. Sackler.
But what I'm going to go ahead and do is sedate the T-Rex. And then I'm going to move him. Just because I want to see if he will attack some people. Boom! Headshot! Can shoot him pretty much anywhere.
Returning to base.
Now the moving animation, it kind of does pause the game. I shouldn't say kind of does, it really does pause the game. It was one of the few things that do pause the game while playing it. I think the escape key does pause the game easily, but what I was talking about is things that you do during the game. So you can't see the people moving around, and I just put the dinosaur down, and of course I tried to revive it. The T-Rex could not come back awake. Simply because I think it's sedated and it won't come back awake until later, sometime by itself.
Returning to base.
So overall, this is a really good game. Tell me what you guys think if you have this game, played it, so forth, so now what, whatever. Post comments, responses, videos to the new Jurassic Park, the game, 2011. Say what you think. Say what you think about this game. This game has really left me happy and excited to do this video. But that's going to be it for now, guys. Catch you in the next game.